Hello everyone, you are welcome to my platform. Today I'm making Asoke hand fan, and I will be needing the fan skeleton, the light chest wording. I will be needing the fabric, which is a material to cover, and then I will also need the Asoke I want to use. The Asoke can be of any color, of any size, of any pattern, and then I'll use patches and also use some trimming, both fat and big. I'll be using the fabric stone, and then I will need the hot glue, and also I will need the hot glue candle or gun. So what I'll do is that I'm going to start by fixing the chest wording on the fan skeleton, and I'm doing that just to pad up the skeleton. I just feel uncomfortable placing my material directly on the fan skeleton, so that's why I always go ahead to pad it before I do any work. Then the next thing I'm doing is that I'm wrapping the handle of the fan using the small size of trimming, so just to cover the handle. I'm doing that so that when I cover the entire handle before I go ahead with the project, I will not have problems trying to cover the handle later. So that's why I just cover it at the beginning of the project. So that's it. So I'll turn the other side and also cover the other side, and again, the color of material I'm using, ensuring that that color of material is the same color that the Asoke is. So when I use the color of the Asoke, it's not compulsory I use the color of the Asoke. So you can see I'm working with blue. You can decide to work with gold under it. Now that is the part I'm using blue, but I just want everything to be uniform. I want it to be uniform. That's why I'm using blue. You can cover it with gold, you can cover it with white or another different shade of blue. So right now it will be time for me to place the Asoke on the fan, but before I'll go ahead with that, I'll need to first of all hem the edge of the Asoke. So using hot glue, there I'll just like fold the first time and then fold the second time. So if you have a sewing machine, and you can use the sewing machine just to hem the edge, so you don't need to use hot glue. But assuming you don't have a sewing machine, just using hot glue to fold the edge twice is going to help. So it will help you to protect the edge of the Asoke. Asoke have a way of pulling on its own, so you don't want that to happen. So you have to like aim the edge, and then when you are pleating on the fan skeleton, you also need to make sure that that part you aim is facing down. Then as you place the hot glue on the skeleton, on the fan skeleton, you don't place the glue on the Asoke, please. You place it on the fan skeleton. So you can see that I'm lifting up the Asoke. I'm lifting the Asoke and then placing the glue under. Then I will now take a pleat and then ensure that the part I am sitting is the part where I place it is sitting properly, just like that. So it's not something that you have to ensure that you have enough glue under, and then you also have to ensure that it's sitting properly, because this is the only thing that will hold this Asoke to the fan skeleton. So you have to ensure that it's sitting properly. You don't want your bride to be holding a fan and some part of it is losing off. You don't want to do a work that will not last or stand the test of time. So you have to ensure that you really have enough hot glue under it as you work. All right. So now when you pleat the Asoke, the more your pleat, the bigger the size of the fan. So if you don't want your fan to be too big, then you have to ensure that the pleat, huh, the pleat of your fan is not too close, because the closer the pleat, the bigger the fan will be. So you have to ensure that the pleat is not too close. Yes. But if you want it this big, then you can keep pleating and making it very close. All right. So now that I'm done, I'm just going to like hem the edge of this part because I just trimmed it now. I'm going to hem this edge as well. I'm going to repeat the same thing I did for the beginning on this part as well. You just have to ensure that you protect the ends of the ashoke. If not, it will keep losing. All right. All right. So what is next? The next thing we're expected to do is to check through the pleats, because as you fold now, it's only the bottom part that will really touch the glue properly and will really sit properly on the glue. The pleated part, which is the top part, will not be able to sit properly. So what I did was, after I finished with the first uh, part, I went ahead to check the glue to see the part of the glue, or that's the pleated part, I mean, that are lifted like this. So I'll just go through all the pleats with the hot glue again to make sure that the pleat is sitting properly. So to make it flat, in short. So I go round the pleat and I did that. So after ensuring that that part is well seated, I now went ahead to use the fat size of the trimming. This trimming is in the market. You can get it for any color. So like you have the silver of it, and it's not any color anyway. You have just silver and gold, I think. I don't know. I think there are other colors, but not really so much in the market, but there are other colors. So, but for royal blue, I like working with either gold or silver. It will come out very well. So one of the reasons I decided to work with gold is because I want to use the alphabet on this fan, and the color of the alphabet I would be using is a gold uh, alphabet. So, in that alphabet, we have both gold and silver. So because I already have a gold alphabet, I don't want to go and buy any other one. So I just work with the gold trimming so that it can go with the gold alphabet. So after fixing the trimming, it is time for me to add the pouches to it. So I'm using this pattern of pouch. The pouch has different patterns. Sometimes we just come across some of the patterns that are so beautiful and we don't want to let it go. So this pattern is very beautiful. I love this pattern. It helps me to actually define what I am doing properly. So that was why I really love it. And I just use about 6 pieces of it to fix on the fan, and it make it very bold. It actually, look at it, it just changed the look of the fan instantly. So I want to place the alphabet on it now. Sometimes we use this alphabet to write names, the names of the bride or whatever, maybe just say princess, queen, and all of that. But this time I'm not writing names. I just want to write I love you. That is like I really love you. So now when you want to place alphabet on your fan, please, you have to be careful. It's very, you need to be very careful with it, because if you already place your glue and fix the alphabet down, you cannot change the position. It's going to alter your work. So since you know that if anything goes wrong, you cannot change it, it means you need to be extra careful. So what do I do, or what am I advising? You need a ruler and a tailoring chalk. So for you to place the alphabet and place it correctly, you would need to rule the exact line you want to place the alphabet, hmm, so that you will not have one alphabet slanting and another sitting straight, and at the end of the day you want to make it seems is a design. It will not work. So in placing your letters, you need to rule your lines and make sure it is sitting on the lines so that it will not bend, it will not slant in any way. Okay, so I love you. That one is done. So it will be time for us to go ahead and decorate the back. To decorate the back. So to decorate the back, I'll still need my trimming, because the job of this trimming is actually to cover the rough edges. I hope you know. So when you are working with the trimming, you don't just place it anywhere. You start exactly on the spot that is rough. You start on that spot. So you have to ensure that the rough part is covered. So that's just it. You ensure that the rough part is covered. So you don't just place it to any direction. Look at it very well. Where is the rough part? You start from there. Uh-huh. All right. So I did not have to fix alphabet on the back. What I did was to just cut my trimmings and place trimmings all over it to embellish every part of it. Then I started adding the fabric stone. That's the reflection you are seeing. And by the time I was done, the back was very beautiful. So that's all for today's tutorial. If today is your first time of meeting me, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel before leaving today. I love you. Yeah. So please do have a nice day. Hit on the like button as well, and please do subscribe. Bye.